Channeling Jones right there.
Will be open and transparent, which is why you'll find today's report and a wealth of related information on our website, www.whitehouse.gov. Second, we will work with all the key players, including state and local governments and the private sector, to ensure an organized and unified response to future cyber incidents.
Put it down right there. Put it down right there. Remember, NLE 09 doing the same exact thing. The only thing he left out were the tribal governments, but don't worry, they're going to weasel their way in there too. And remember, this NLE exercise, this FEMA exercise that takes place with Australia, Canada, Mexico, the UK, all their intelligence agencies, private organizations, the public sector, is a mass spying drill on the American populace. Because you are the terrorist. You are the extremist. I mean, they're also going to set up the infrastructure through these bills where it's going to be okay to quarantine you and take you to a FEMA center for an emergency. Oh no, the swine flu is here. Everyone's going to get sick. Meanwhile, again, they do the study in the Mayo Clinic. It comes out and they say, hey, you take the flu shot, 3 more times likely to have the flu. That's the kind of medicine I love. It's the kind of medicine retards would take because they don't know any better. But we know better. We're talking about it. So don't be a retard. Tell your friends, tell your family. These people are evil. They're out of control. We'll be back after this. It's the Infowarrior. All right, let's go to some more callers, and we are definitely going to finish up with this Barack Hussein Obama cybersecurity office speech. And remember, at the very end, he's like, don't worry, we'd never harm you. Oh, we would never spy on you. Meanwhile, we were already spying. We're going to have to play that clip in the log segment coming up after this one. Chris in Iowa, you're on the line. Yes, Chris.
Hey, Jason.
Hey.
Hey, I just wanted to mention the Andrew Jackson said, I believe it was just after he got elected, I have a chain. I'm ready with screws to pull every tooth, and then the stumps. Mm-hmm. And then he did that.
Yeah, well, again...
He actually paid the debt off, you know, and all these... I hear all these people all the time say, oh, we can never do it. We'd be like, we did it once before.
Yeah.
You might want to pull your head up out of the, you know where, and, take a look around. And
well, it's the new can't-do attitude of America. I can't do that. The only thing I can do is be a whore like Paris Hilton, or, I mean, seriously, that's it's the can't-do attitude. Yeah.
Yeah, all the thing you can do is find an excuse to not do anything else.
Exactly.
The more and more I look around, the more and more I see people spending all their time trying to alleviate their responsibility for having to do anything, and then sit around and bark at everybody and tell them how to do something.
Yeah, no, they're in love with the nanny state. They love Big Brother. They think this is going to be great. We're going green with Obama. We like the police state. Up with fascism. Hurrah!
I've seen that Eco Cops article if you guys got up there, and I always like to say to people, do you realize that you dump Drano down your drain, and you want to tell me that I can't throw a little bit of plastic away?
Yeah, no, people are insane.
Do you know what Drano is? Take a little bit of Drano and put it on your arm, and then wipe it off. And then put a little Drano on there and splash a little bit of water on it, because water is what activates it. If you go out and dump it in your yard, it ain't really going to do anything until it rains. If you dump it down the drain, when it gets down to that water treatment plant, now they got to, they know when that stuff shows up because they got to go through and pull it all back out because it activates everything that's in there. It's just, that's why they make.
No, it's super poison, my friend. I mean,
because there's so much stuff in there.
All right, Chris, I thank you for the call. Yes, no, there's all sorts of goodies in the water as well. Fluoride's delicious for you. That's what the IFC would have us believe while they're talking about the New World Order film and playing these cartoon shorts from Odd Todd that made his rounds after he became employed during the initial recession under George Bush before 9/11, before everything started to happen. And he's like, oh, I take a shower at this time because the fluoride levels are the lowest. You're spooky if you talk about fluoride. Meanwhile, the first time they introduced fluoride into the system was at the Nazi death camps to make the people more docile. Fun little fact for you. Fluoride's delicious. All right, let's go to JD in California. JD, you're on the line.
Hey, Jason.
Yes, sir.
I just was wondering if you knew that we have the new cybersecurity czar. Did you know that czar is actually a new term for Caesar?
Is that what that is? I know that it was adopted by Russia quite often, but I don't think we should have a czar on anything. And although they're calling it the cybersecurity czar in some cases, Obama did use the language of coordinator. The bottom line here is it's fascism. It's another bureaucrat at the top of another organization that is going to build further infrastructure so there are actually human eyes on everything you do, type, think about. They are going to create more and more of a profile of a cashless society control grid than ever with this new act.
Yeah, I have a quick question also.
Mm-hmm.
I sent you a message on Facebook. I was wondering if you had time to check out Michael Sarion's video, The Irish Origins of Civilization.
I haven't seen that one. I saw one of his 4-hour lectures. Like I said, I like Sarion for the fact that a lot of the symbolism stuff is good. But I'm not trying to bash the guy. I just really have a problem with people that, this is the way it is and it's definite when you're going not only hundreds of years back, but thousands of years back. I mean, I'm not that pompous, and I'm not trying to call him pompous, but I'm not that arrogant to say that I've looked at every other possible, aspect, that I'm a sociology expert, that I'm an archaeologist, that I'm all these things. Like I said, I really enjoy what Jordan Maxwell does, but I don't think that he is seeing the exact full picture. So, he would be kind of a fun guest to have on, I guess, someone like a David Icke, someone like a Jordan Maxwell. But, I really try to stick to the relevant issues, the fact the Supreme Court is stabbing us right in the chest, really, not even in the back, and so much more. We'll be back after this. It's the Infowarrior with Jason Bermas, PrisonPlanet.tv, Infowars.com, and my Bobby Bloggins, theinfowarrior.com.